everyone!
Hello.
Welcome back to Genshin Impact. Last time I was alone.
Yeah, I was a bit busy.
I finished the Liyue arc, and I also, well, actually that was off screen, but I did a little continuation of the Archon quest.
Yep.
That we finally can go to the islands.
Okay.
Because the islands can be only unlocked with this quest. And I didn't want to wait any longer. I want to finally check out those islands because those I couldn't unlock.
Okay.
So let's go to the islands. And I don't know if I showed you, but currently my characters, he's still level 70. I ascended gaming to level 80.
Yeah.
Lisa is level 70, and I think Barbara was 60 last time. Well, I ascended her to 70 as well.
Good, you need to keep her up. She's probably one of the most important members in your squad because she's the only healer at the moment.
Yes, and I also did a bit with Navia, but very little. As you can see, she's level 32, but she's a very good Geo character. And I mean, yes, I have Noelle as Geo as well, but as I heard, she's quite good.
Okay.
And with the weapons, I mean, he has already level 80, he has 70. I think I also ascended this one. This is actually a new weapon since a while. I ascended, I think, this one as well because it was 40 last time. And hers is still 50. And yeah, and I changed a couple of artifacts, but that's about it. He has quite good artifacts, lots of gladiator ones.
Alright.
And I try to do as many side quests as I can, also off camera, basically, just that I can level up my characters and so on.
Okay.
But I want to go now to the islands.
Alright, let's go there.
Oh. Hello. Oh.
What about the main character?
I mean,
have you
good
leveled
fortune,
her up?
right?
No, not really. I don't really like
still
how
learning
the
to
main
talk like a
character
local.
fights.
Okay.
So I didn't.
Is she still using the Geo stuff?
Yes.
Okay. Her original was better than the Geo.
Yeah, and I forgot how to get it back, so.
Okay.
Oh.
But it might be a good
So
idea
that's
to
why you're here.
research maybe later to
Well,
check how to get it back.
There is a way.
Yeah, that's true.
Great! We came to the right person!
But the chance of success is incredibly small.
Huh. Incredibly small? Then how did you get out of Inazuma in the first place?
It was in leaving Inazuma that I found out just how dangerous this method truly was. All I had to rely on was a little wooden raft that I'd put together myself. There was a storm raging ahead of me, and my pursuers were close on my tail. After I'd escaped their clutches, I floated on the open ocean for I don't know how many days. My rations and freshwater supplies soon ran out, and I remember getting to the point where I was sure I'd reached the end. Then, I blacked out. But, to my surprise, my journey didn't end there. Or to put it another way, a new beginning found me. Ah, that's right. I escaped by the skin of my teeth. The fact that I'm even alive to tell the tale must be a sign that the gods were watching over me.
What a horrible journey! And you set off knowing how dangerous it was? Why?
Well, because everything is just too restrictive over there. The atmosphere is so stifling. The Kanjo Commission subjects everyone leaving or entering the nation to a protracted approval process, and I felt like I didn't belong there.
Kanjo Commission? What's that?
Along with the other two commissions, they oversee everything in Inazuma. We usually collectively refer to them as the Tri-Commission. I suppose they're equivalent to the 8 trades under the Liyue. One of the obligations of the Kanjo Commission is to conduct rigorous identity checks on all individuals leaving or entering Inazuma. All non-nationals are processed centrally on Rito upon arrival. Meanwhile, The Tenryo Commission is responsible for implementing the recently promulgated Vision Hunt Decree.
That's a lot
They
of
act like
commissions.
the executive
Yeah.
arm of the Raiden Shogun's rule. Loyal, yet unfeeling. It doesn't feel good to speak ill of my home like this. But after spending so long under that oppressive atmosphere, I begin to lose all hope for the future. What I mean to say is, unless you have an extremely compelling reason to go to Inazuma, you should abandon your plans of trying to get
Yeah,
there.
which was also
You
off
should know
camera.
that the
She
sea
actually
around
met her
Inazuma
brother.
is
Okay.
engulfed in a perpetual
So nothing-
tempest
nothing
of
Her
major.
brother is kind of on the dark
Supposing you
side.
survive
Yeah, but that was hinted already before.
It was hinted,
the
yes.
samurai guards
So nothing
have
major
enforced
happened.
the
Nothing
Sure.
major, yes.
Yeah,
I just
okay.
didn't record
policy
it.
of Inazuma.
Yeah. Alright.
And even if you
Most
did
important
manage to
meetings in
find
the
a
game,
way,
and this was not
you'd
recorded.
still
But
Yes,
okay.
the
it's
necessary
fine, it's
documentation
fine.
at the Rito
Yeah.
Center
But
for
yeah, we met
processing
our brother.
Outlanders.
Okay.
Otherwise, you'd
After
be
how
kicked
many
out
hours?
immediately.
I don't know. I mean,
A
we've been
lot.
playing for
Seems like you
months,
really
and
don't
I
like
play off
anyone
camera
setting foot in
like
Inazuma,
5
huh?
times more than I play.
Yeah, and it's
so
it's
yeah.
a bunch.
They only set that up as a port to guarantee a supply of goods and information to the island. Most Outlanders would be unable to acquire the documentation needed. But if you really are set on going, there is one thing you could try.
The raft idea sounds a little on the dangerous side. Plus, Paimon would definitely get seasick.
That's not what I meant. You could ask someone from the Crux fleet if they have some way of getting
Fun
you
fact,
to Inazuma.
well, you have something in common
They're
with
well
Paimon,
known
that
in
you
Liyue.
also get seasick. So.
Yes, very good fun fact.
Voyaging far and wide has made them a well-traveled group with a wide range of experiences. They may just know how to break through the storm.
But it's an armed fleet, right? Why would they agree to a request like this?
That part is up to you. If you're able to persuade their captain, Beidou, then the hardest part will be out of the way.
Well, let's
The
try.
Orcor is the flagship of the Crux fleet. I heard that it's currently anchored by Guyunstone Forest on a supply run. This might be your best chance.
Then there's no time to lose. Let's go find Captain Beidou.
Yes. Let's go and fight him. Wait, let me check because I think I'm not focused on this quest now. Yeah. And which one is it? I think this. Yes. Oh my god. Okay.
Well, there is.
Well,
yeah,
I
that
unlocked
one.
this one at least.
Yeah.
I just have to know how to. Yeah, I think from there we can go. Ooh. Crystals. It's always good to collect them.
I see it's much easier now for you to mine stuff than it was in the beginning. Because in the beginning, I remember you had to hack like again and again and again.
Yeah, and for like he's a claymore user, and for him it's much easier actually. For Kaeya, it's still hard actually,
Okay.
but gaming is quite good in it.
Alright.
I guess you're in the way now. Yeah, I also am on adventure rank 45, I think, and I should ascend, but I don't want the word level to increase.
I see.
I already have a
okay.
lower word level put on, that's why they are just level 59.
Okay, alright.
But gaming is level 80.
Yeah. But you have so many other characters who are under leveled,
Yes.
so that's why you don't
Yeah,
want
that's
yet.
why, exactly.
Yeah. But then you really should level those up as well, because you cannot, because then you will end up that you only have a couple of, you have like a bunch of characters, but only a couple of them are useful, because if they're so under leveled.
Yeah. Okay, I defeat you as well.
Sorry, didn't mean to lecture or anything like that.
No, I mean, I am also actively trying to level them up, but it's very
Yeah, I know, it takes time.
It takes time because you need to find a lot of stuff.
Yeah,
for them.
exactly.
It's not only the boss fights, because that would be one thing.
You need to grind.
But yes, I need to... You know what? I unlock this because then I can fast travel here as well.
Yeah, will be good.
We at least see what kind of domain is this. Ah, you can get some nice stuff. And yeah, but I don't care as of now. Let me check. Ah, there they are. How the heck do I go there? No, that's not what I wanted. Well, then I choose Kaya and I... But freeze the thing, but I need a flatter surface to start from. Ah, there. Ah, maybe there we can go. There is that kind of transportation stuff there. Then we don't have to freeze our way. You. I need you. Can you go, please?
Move!
Move!
No, it's not. One doesn't want
Man.
to move.
Freeze.
I don't want to freeze myself until then. Do I need... Because this should be moving somehow. Maybe I need an animal character.
Or somebody with fire. It looks like... Do you need somebody with fire? Because it looks kind of like a lava thing.
Congratulations.
Oops.
No!
No! Ah.
Oh no!
Wait. No! Man,
Then I don't know.
I go with the animal. I try the
Alright.
animal.
Sure.
One is fast on one's.
Man! Stop jumping! Ah, I suppose we freeze ourselves until then, because I don't see now anything else. It's a long way.
Freeze.
Oh man.
Dodge
Probably
this.
that has some kind of mechanics
It
that
has
it's,
some kind of mechanics and it's supposed to take us
it's
to the...
supposed, but
Cool it.
I have no idea and I don't want to research it now.
Alright.
So we just freeze ourselves until the ship.
Dodge this.
But yeah, sadly our brother is not on our side.
Well,
And
yeah.
he was saying some mysterious stuff. But we will see.
After the next 50 episodes or so.
Yes. After next 50 plus episodes we will see.
Yeah,
Freeze.
Okay, we did a lot of side quests as well.
exactly.
So that's why it took us like ages to...
Yeah, but still, you've done... I mean, the prologue itself just took a huge lot of time.
Yeah.
Cool it.
I mean, also like the... Yeah, basically the quest in Mondstadt was very long, and the Liyue one as well.
Yeah.
So no wonder.
Freeze.
Yeah, we are almost there. I have no idea how we get up there, but hopefully we can just climb up. Why couldn't they just go more near to the...
Yeah, but it's a big ship, so the big ships can't go.
Well, yeah,
closer to
that's
the-
true. They would just get stuck.
Yeah.
Dodge this.
We are almost there.
Freeze.
Good that we have Kaeya to freeze our way through.
Cool it. Freeze.
I still freeze. A bit. Can we go from here? Just climb the ship.
Climb, climb, climb.
Hey everyone! Who the heck are you?
The sound of the ocean waves.
Hey!
Well, you did board the ship without any invitation or anything like that.
Well, yeah. Yeah, and I did also stuff, you know, the 5.6 released, and I did a lot of stuff for that. There were some stories and side quests for that as well.
Okay.
So I actually advanced in that a lot as well.
That's good.
I was managing like an attraction park or like an amusement park type of thing. Okay, go to the Alcor to meet with Bedo. What the heck is an Alcor? I suppose it's a ship thing. Ah. Hey. Okay. Okay, see you. So, I suppose it's somewhere here? Is this the Alcor? Ooh, chess.
Quite the find.
Nice. Lots of crystals.
They're pirates. Her name is Mora Grubber. Her name is literally Money Grubber.
Yes. Okay, who is Bedo?
I think you're supposed to go inside, you know, go down.
Ah, okay. Wait. Man. Because that's no.
Or who was the one? Bless you.
Sorry. Ah, okay, well,
Alright.
I think I was basically... anyway.
Who have we got here? Wait, I know you. You're that traveler, aren't you? The one who fought against the Fatuian Osile, right? Ningguang told me about you. A traveler of great insight and remarkable skill has saved Liyue, she said. She's a hard one to please, so praise from her is high praise indeed. I remember thinking at the time that it'd be good to meet you in person. Judging by the clothes on your back and this floating thing, I guess that time has come.
Hey! The name's not Floating Thing, it's Paimon!
Paimon? What a fascinating being. You two give off not only the essence of wind and earth, but also...
Stars.
Yes.
Huh? The fragrance of what now? That's the weirdest compliment Paimon's ever heard.
Pay it no heed. I mean only to say I am certain that it is by fate, not chance alone, that we should meet. And that gives our encounter meaning.
You're not far off, but they go by a different name in Inazuma. This young man is Kaidahara Kazuha, a temporary addition to my crew for reasons I won't bore you with. Occasionally he opens his mouth and flowers come out instead of words.
With this fine ship and the soft sea breeze, would it not be romantically irresponsible of me not to acknowledge it with a line or two of poetry?
Oh, I can't argue with that. Okay then. Once the clash is underway, I'll give you a chance to perform.
Only if the mood takes me, of course. Poetry for poetry's sake tends to lack meaning.
Hey, you don't want to pass this opportunity
Can
up
you
too
stop
easily.
pointing stuff?
Especially seeing as our great hero
Okay.
here might be in attendance.
Oh, wait a minute. What's the clash? Also, just to clarify, by great hero, do you mean?
Huh? I thought you might be here to sign up. You're telling me you've never even heard of it?
No, we're not here to sign up.
The Crux Clash is a martial arts tournament that I hold. There'll be a whole bunch of folks taking part to showcase their talents. There are 2 important rules. 1, competitors must be renowned fighters. We want those with real martial arts ability, not just people taking part for the fun of it. So, you've got nothing to worry about there. I don't think there's anyone out there who hasn't heard of you. 2, you can't take part if you've got a vision. Otherwise, things get a little one-sided. You must be feeling confident, but you might want to watch out. There are a few crouching tigers and hidden dragons lurking around in Liyue. And with Liyue's savior taking part in the tournament, now that's gonna turn a few heads. I think we can expect a healthy turnout this time.
But we didn't come here to take part in a martial arts tournament.
Well, before you
Martial arts
dismiss the
tournament.
idea
This is going to
completely,
be
you might be
terrible
interested to
Dragon
hear that
Ball,
the
right?
prize this time round is particularly sought after. Get this. It's a masterless vision.
Supplied by myself, as a matter of fact. If the tournament champion can reawaken that vision, it belongs to them.
Is there really such thing as a masterless vision?
When a vision bearer dies, the light in their vision will fade away. But the shell that housed that light remains. As for whether this shell has any practical application, well, this remains to be seen. But my intuition tells me that while it remains in the world, it may just be possible for someone else to inherit it.
Yep, and the way I see it, a vision is a badge of recognition from the gods. So if anyone's able to rekindle it, it's gotta be an individual of exceptional strength and talent.
Okay, so I guess we will be
Organizing
joining
the clash
martial
is my
arts
way of
tournament.
Yeah, I
uncovering hidden
suppose so.
talents. And hopefully this time, getting a vision to glow again. So if you don't have a vision, this is the perfect opportunity to get your hands on one of your very own.
Yeah, we're interested in getting to Inazuma, not fighting in some tournament.
Inazuma? You want to go there?
Well, why didn't you say so? Inazuma? No sweat. In that case, if you win the tournament, I'll give you a choice. Masterless Vision, or a
What?
ticket to Inazuma
Yeah, yeah.
aboard the Alcor. Up to you.
You would anyway have to fight, so
Just
Yeah.
want her to take part in your tournament.
give you a choice.
What's wrong with that? The more talent we have, the better the tournament will be. I couldn't let a competitor like you fall through the net.
What are we gonna do? Looks like we pretty much have to do this tournament if we want to get to Inazuma, huh?
Great. Then let's get you signed up. Head to the tournament arena in Guyun Stone Forest. Kazuha and I will be over soon.
It seems like it will only be a matter of time before the answer is revealed.
Well, great. Ah, it's not far.
What is that?
Let's teleport here.
So we don't have to sail on ice again.
Yes. Look, I don't have time for you right now.
They're so cute!
They are actually useful in that way that their slime thing is good for stuff.
Yeah.
So, okay. You're welcome, slimes.
I'm sure they're very grateful for you unaliving them.
I know. Ooh. Which way again? This way. Ah, yeah, and I need to collect these seashells. Those are actually for gaming to ascend.
All right. Okay.
There they are, or
Before
there
we
are some
sign up,
people.
let's see who the other competitors are. Beto said that they
Uncle Yun.
Hello! Are you here to compete in the Crux Clash?
You bet I am. Have you put your names down yet? Well, I'd have a look at the entrance criteria if I were you. Then it'll allow just anyone to take part. The Clash is a comprehensive test of fighting ability. Anyone who turns up for show over skill is gonna get their butt handed to them. Nobody wants to see that, right?
Yeah, we heard a rule about that. So, Paimon's wondering, are you a renowned fighter?
Me? Only a former runner-up in the Chihu Rock Freestyle Combat Summit. Oh yeah.
Also, that doesn't sound like the most official tournament out there.
What? You... Nonsense. Have you been living under a rock? It's been going on for years. There were plenty of competitors when I took part. Not to mention, I've helped the Millilith catch treasure hoarders before. There were 2 of them trying to escape. I soon sorted them out. They tried to sneak past me under the cover of darkness. They didn't know what hit them. I planted a left hook on the skinnier one's face and sent him flying. Then, the big guy pulled out a knife. I stood my ground, of course. A roundhouse kick sent the blade hurtling into a beam above us.
Yeah, sure, impressive.
I told you. Unarmed, outnumbered 2-1, but I still got the upper hand. I'm not saying I came out completely unscathed, of course. But the fact remains that I did manage to subdue the both of them, and hand them over to the Millilith. I received quite the commendation. Oh yeah.
But for us, even 4 or 5 treasure hoarders at a time is all in a day's work.
Thanks for letting us know.
Alright, we're gonna keep looking around.
I'll see you in the arena, but I don't plan on losing to a pair of children anytime soon.
Thanks, I guess.
Yeah.
Hi there, are you here for the Crux Clash too?
That's right. Nothing beats real-life combat for honing your skills. That's what our master taught us. But this tournament is more than just a chance to put training into practice. It's also a chance for us to obtain the masterless vision.
Exactly. With a vision, we'd quickly become our master's top students.
This master of yours must be pretty incredible, huh? Are they someone famous?
Famous? He's the founder of the Lingshan clan, and his skills are unparalleled. Liang and I
Doesn't
are
ring
both
a bell.
proud disciples of his. You probably wouldn't have heard of it. It was founded quite recently. The clan is nowhere near as famous as the master himself anyway. He's got to be a grand master or something. He's created many different styles of kung fu, and countless other clans have borrowed extensively from him. To the Lingshan clan, he teaches a special technique known as force dispersal.
Force dispersal?
It's a type of breathing exercise where you can train yourself to harness the energy around you and neutralize attacks without moving an inch. For example, our master can use it to alter the path of an attacking fist, or change the direction of an incoming stone, all without breaking a sweat.
One time, he sent a challenger flying into the air without lifting a finger.
It sure is, but it's extremely difficult to cultivate this ability. We've been training for ages and we're still getting to grips with the very basics. There's no way we could use it proficiently yet.
We're clearly not that naturally gifted, or we would have at least gotten the gist by now. If we don't start making progress soon, we'll probably run out of money to pay the tuition fees and still have nothing to show for all our training.
There's a tuition fee?
Of course! This is a grand master we're talking about
Of
here.
course we have to
He
pay.
doesn't have time to waste. If you want face-to-face training, you've got to show you're sincere about it.
But here we are, having trained under him directly all this time without even a hint of improvement. Master is getting increasingly impatient with us. Recently, though, we heard that a vision bearer joined the Guhua clan and made pretty much instant progress in their training.
So, if we can get our hands on a vision too, maybe we can finally make our master proud.
Well, we have to try something new. Otherwise, we're stuck in the same situation.
Exactly. It can't hurt to try. And if it turns out it does work, the Lingshan clan will go down in history. Folks will come from far and wide. Heck, we could even become the dominant martial arts clan in all of Liyue.
See you in the arena.
Okay.
And one more.
Hey, youngster. Are you here for the Crux Clash too? If so, seems I found myself another new adversary.
So you're also here for the tournament?
You better believe it. I wouldn't be here if I didn't think I could walk away as a champion. For me, obtaining a vision is the final and most important piece in the puzzle that is my life. No. It's not about what I want to do. This is about who I want to be. I am looking to become a perfect person. I know how that sounds, but let me explain. I've lived a successful life so far, without any setbacks. I've passed every exam I've ever taken, enjoyed numerous successful business ventures, and seem to get on with just about everyone socially. In most people's eyes, I am already the very embodiment of the perfect person. Though, of course, I'd never let the praise get to my head. I know I haven't reached perfection yet, because there's one thing I'm still missing. A vision.
You have so much self-confidence.
Yep.
That's not important. I have a contact in the Crux fleet who was happy to vouch for me. So they very kindly made special arrangements on my behalf. I've also brought along a bit of an entourage for moral support. It's such a blessing, really, to have so many good friends in my neighborhood. Of course, I also put in a few good days' practice, concentrating mostly on rare and esoteric styles of Kung Fu. As a high achiever by nature, I'm confident I've done enough to guarantee my victory in this tournament. I seem to have gained another fan. Don't let my aura overwhelm you, though. You'll need your wits about you today.
Oh my
Now
god.
then, if you don't mind, I need to
Oh,
finish
well.
my pre-competition routine. It's not too long now before you'll get to see me in action.
Yeah, and you will be the first one to lose.
Exactly.
So, to recap, we're up against an inflated ego, some gullible guys paying way too much for their kung fu classes,
Yeah.
and
Yeah,
another
pretty
guy
much.
that's just
Yeah.
really average.
Chinksa Village arm wrestling champion, huh? All right, you're signed up. Next, please. What's your name? Wait, aren't you? Did I hear that right?
Is it really them?
Huh? Aren't they a vision bearer, though? Why are they trying to enter the clash?
I have to ask. Aren't you the traveler that helped Liyue fight off that ancient god? It's really her!
The one that spoke with Lady Kuching at the rite of parting.
Oh, I wonder if I can get her autograph later.
I trust you are aware that only those without visions can enter the tournament? Really? But from what I've heard, the things you're capable of in combat are nothing short of extraordinary. You walk into the most dangerous situations imaginable, face off
Because we
against all
leveled up.
sorts of monsters.
Exactly.
Even the Fatui.
We did the
And
training.
always come out on top.
Yep, she still doesn't have a vision, though. See for yourself.
My apologies. I didn't mean to be rude. I'm sure a great hero like yourself would have no reason to lie. Now, could I ask you to provide a few claims to fame? It's just a formality for you, of course, but I have to make a record of competitors' achievements as part of the sign-up process. So far, I've got defeated the ancient god Osail, so that's one. Do you have any others?
I'm the honorary knight. of
Well,
the-
yeah.
Yeah. Also, don't forget to mention that the previous battles include, but are not limited to, Storm Terror, Dvalin, and Fatui Harbinger Child.
Whoa.
Might as well declare her the champion already.
I wonder if it's too late to withdraw.
Okay, that's plenty. Actually, this is the most dazzling track record I've ever seen. By a long shot. Right, your registration is complete. Now, a brief word about the prize. A great hero such as yourself can surely only be here for one thing. To win the tournament and claim the grand prize, namely, a vision.
Oh, we're not here for that. We're here because Captain Beto promised to take us to Inazuma if we win the tournament.
Beidou must have upped the stakes this time to attract top talent.
But why would anyone want to go somewhere as dangerous as Inazuma?
I see. So, I take it you discussed your terms with Beidou in advance.
Everyone is
then.
misunderstanding the situation.
Well, nobody expected you to sign up to a tournament like this. I can hardly believe it myself, to be honest. Anyway, the qualifying rounds are about to begin. I'll leave you to your preparation.
Hey, so Paimon's thinking about that whole no vision bearers rule in this tournament. Even though you don't have a vision, most people in Teyvat think that you can't manipulate the elements without one. So Paimon thinks you probably shouldn't use your elemental abilities during the tournament.
okay.
You know, just to avoid any misunderstandings. In any case, looking at the competition, it should still be pretty easy for you to win, even without using any elements, right?
I suppose I
Alright, it's
only
showtime.
use the sword or something.
Something like that, yeah. I mean, if
You
you're
seem
not
like
allowed
you're
to use
raring to
elements,
go.
then yeah.
Are you ready to compete? Good. Then please follow me into the...
Our next
Otherwise,
competitor is
cheating
seen by
you,
many as
so
the
we're not
favorite
cheating.
to win this tournament. Her first bout begins now!
I should have leveled up.
You're the hero they're talking about?
What a strange guy.
Ah,
Why was he so confident to begin with? Well, now that we've won, let's go and see.
have we already won?
He'll probably
Yeah.
have something to say to us.
I thought it's multiple rounds and stuff.
I think maybe we go like we win one round, we talk, we win another round, we talk. Something like that.
I knew I wouldn't regret introducing you as the favorite. So, what do you think, Kazuha? She totally dominated that guy and did it with style, too.
Impressive. But I also observed our favorite exercise some restraint, as if to protect the opponent from serious harm.
Well, I fought my fair share of battles, both big and small. And I say, after the show she put on just now, she's more than convinced me of her ability. So come on. We all know you've got a wide vocabulary in there. Can't you spare a word or two to congratulate our up-and-coming champion?
All right. Let me think how to aptly phrase these words of praise. You fought well.
Thanks.
All right then.
Clap.
I was
Clap.
thinking your
Clap.
inner poet
Clap.
might want to join in the fun, but I guess I shouldn't put you on the spot like that. You know, a lot of competitors came to me saying how surprised they were that Liyue's hero was entering the tournament. And since you signed up, we've had many others do the same, with more than a few top-tier fighters among them. I'm sure lots of them are here to find out how they stack up against you. Well, since everyone sees you as the one to beat, I figure I should start treating you that way too. For one thing, we don't want you wasting all your energy in the early rounds fighting people who are well below your level. Not to mention, you must be itching to fight someone in your league too, right? So, I'm putting you straight through to the semifinals.
Huh? But we only just started the qualifiers. Seems like a crazy system if
Yeah.
we just skip straight to the semifinals.
Exactly.
This is how Captain Beidou works. You won't persuade her otherwise. Besides, at your level, you would have made it to the semifinals anyway.
To be fair, Paimon was thinking that too.
All right, I'm gonna watch some more of the tournament. If there's any potential contenders for you out there, I want to know who they are and what they're about. We're finally here, folks. The real show is about to begin.
The captain seems to have high hopes for this tournament. I have not seen her so excited in quite some time. Your opponent has fought many rounds to get to the semifinals. This makes him a seasoned warrior. You may well be stronger than him, but this should not give you cause to lower your guard. Very well. Show me that you are ready to push through the storm that lies ahead.
All right, that's enough chit-chat for now. The audience is waiting. Go find the crew member that signed you up. She'll take you into the arena.
It's real. She doesn't have any pants.
Who?
That woman.
Oh, yeah. Kinda.
No. Long boots.
Your opponent in the semifinals is new to the Crux Clash, but he has quickly become the dark horse of the tournament. I do not doubt your abilities, but I would suggest that you make sure you are fully prepared before you begin.
Relax. My girl's at the top of her game. She ain't gonna lose.
Don't worry. Take some time to compose yourself.
At
Right,
last,
I thought
the
we have
moment
time
we've all
to.
been
Well,
waiting
whatever.
for. The semifinals have begun.
You're gonna be.
Who's it gonna be this time? The hero
Sure.
or the dark horse?
I don't care about the prize.
I don't think in this
You're a
tournament there's
strong
anybody who can
opponent.
really
That's what I'm here for.
challenge you,
Ah!
aside from the very end.
No. I still. I
You can
didn't have
eat?
full health. I didn't have full health.
But you can eat here, that's interesting.
Yeah.
She's using doping!
Wait, where is like? I don't want revive.
Your character is literally like, wait, let me eat this ramen real quick. Nom, 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 nom. But you deal so easy damage to this guy, so you're almost done.
I'm sweating all over. It's a good feeling. Congratulations. I was beaten by the best. I need to train harder.
Right. For a moment there, Paimon was a little worried. If you had a vision, you'd
Very
definitely be
worried?
one of the strongest
No.
around.
Exactly.
I wanted a vision once, when I was a kid. People said that if you're strong enough, you'll have your chance to get one. But mine never came. I lost interest eventually. You can't depend on a vision like you can your own body. I've fought and won against vision bearers before. The power they have was given to them by the gods. I don't envy it.
Huh? You mean you didn't sign up to try and get your hands on that masterless vision?
No, I didn't. I only wanted to pit myself against other fighters and see who was the strongest. Only in defeat can you understand your weaknesses and learn from them. So I'm pleased with today's outcome. I don't often have the pleasure of experiencing defeat.
Wow. Now that's true strength talking.
If you have the chance in the future, please come and spar with me again. I will be stronger next time.
Okay, you got a friend.
By the way, do you know who else made it into the finals? Is it gonna be someone even tougher than you?
Whether they'll be as tough as me, I don't know. But what I have heard is that they're extremely quick. So don't get too cocky.
There he goes. Maybe we should ask around, see what we can find out about our opponent in the final.
Ah, it's
Hello,
you! I watched your match. What a stunning performance.
He was the
I
one
myself
we
was
talked
eliminated in
first
the
to.
third
Yeah,
round.
it was.
Shame. If only I could have advanced one more round.
Maybe next time, huh? By the way, do you happen to know who else advanced to the final round?
Why, yes. He's the same one who defeated me. He is a formidable opponent, quick on his feet and swift to take advantage of his opponent's missteps. I faltered for but a brief moment, but before I knew it, he had me on the floor. Given my stature, I have no fear of squaring off with physically strong opponents. But faced with a nimble, agile opponent such as him, I found myself completely out of my league. Still, I'm sure he'll be no match for you.
Okay.
Basically, whoever it is, it's quick.
Yeah.
Hey there! Well, where did the other guy go?
He tried to use force dispersal to deflect a punch, but instead he took it straight to the nose. There was blood all over the place.
Oh no.
His opponent was pretty freaked out by it. He kept asking him, "Why didn't you dodge?" But he was pretty much out cold by that point and couldn't reply. "Why don't you dodge?" they ask. Because to not dodge is the very essence of Lingshan clan kung fu. It's just that he hadn't quite mastered it yet. Don't even get me started. I spent all my energy helping him get from here to the boat to take him back to the harbor. But by the time I got back, my scheduled match time had already passed and I had to forfeit. I don't dare tell my master about this, otherwise I'd never hear the end of it. Sorry, I shouldn't be complaining in front of you like this. I'm afraid I'm still a bit out of sorts at the moment, so I probably won't be able to help you with whatever you were here to ask me about.
Oh, alright then. Hope your buddy makes a swift recovery. Hang in there.
Thanks, I'll do my best.
Okay, let's see the egoistic guy.
We still haven't got any useful
I think
information yet. Maybe we can go talk to Beto. Surely she's gotta do something.
no. The egoistic guy is nowhere.
Okay.
Well,
Let's talk
maybe
to the
he...
captain.
You gave an outstanding performance. Truly commendable.
So wait, is
I
this
can sense
person
that you're not
boy
familiar
or
with
girl?
bouts of this kind.
He's a boy.
And
Okay.
it could have cost you the match.
At least the voice acting, but also how he
But
looks
you were
like.
quick to
Alright,
adapt
okay.
and managed to claim victory over your opponent. That is a most invaluable skill. In fact, I discerned this not from what I saw, but what I heard. The ground beneath your feet, and the pattern of your breathing. But it
Is
is
he
nothing
blind?
remarkable, for I discerned nothing more than Captain Beto did.
He's right. But in
Because
my
he
case,
said
I
how
was
he
purely
listened
relying
to
on
the,
previous experience. I guess not
I don't
using your
know.
elemental powers must be quite new for you, huh?
We wanted to ask about who our opponent will be in the final round. Do you think they'll be stronger than the one we faced in the semifinals?
Not exactly. Contenders that reach the finals aren't necessarily stronger. They tend to have something unique about their style. As for the guy you'll be facing, his skill lies in his speed, and he has superior form. It's also obvious that he's seen his fair share of battles. What's the matter? Worried that you've bitten off more than you can chew this time?
If that is the case, then I have a proposal for you. Let's go somewhere a little quieter, shall we? I haven't properly introduced myself yet. In the land of Inazuma, I was a wandering samurai.
Yeah, we could tell that from your getup. But at the same time, when you talk, you don't really sound like someone who's used to waving a sword around.
It is true that I am versed both in literary and martial traditions. But on the straggling path of a wandering samurai, is there harm in acquiring
He's a
a
ronin,
surplus skill?
wandering samurai.
Yeah.
I do not mean to flaunt my martial prowess, but I myself have witnessed reputable fighters hailing from across the lands. I do possess some knowledge regarding your opponent's particular skill set. Given your talents, a few hints from me will be all that's necessary to bring your opponent down.
Hang on. Don't you think you're bending the rules a bit there?
Well, exactly.
Gathering intelligence is an essential part of any duel. You must know your enemy. Besides, our favorite here has fought many battles on their journey from Mondstadt. Such impressive feats require more than just bravery alone.
You betcha! Wait a second. We never told you that we've been to Mondstadt.
Interesting.
Does one not leave a trail when traveling through the wild? In return, nature also leaves its traces upon you. However, there is only so much that can be discerned from these traces. I sense that many things about you elude me still. These are the things I am curious to know about. Come with me. Some post-match entertainment is in order.
Okay. Let's go. Well, again, it's easier from here, as I see.
What's the hurry?
Now that we're alone, let me cut to the heart of the matter. You are skilled in manipulating the elements, and not just a single element, but multiple. Is that correct?
Yeah, it
Paimon
is.
knew that you were hinting at something from the moment we met. You've known all along.
That's right. If the other contenders were to catch wind of your elemental abilities, let's just say it would cause some unwanted misunderstandings. If I'm not mistaken, you share these considerations, given your reluctance to use elemental skills even in the heat of a match. When I talk about that which I see or hear in you, this is not poetic symbolism at play. I mean these things in the truest sense possible. Since a young age, I have been attuned to the tidings of nature, I hear the breath of the wind and the whispers of the leaves. It is things of this nature that I also hear from within you. Nothing more.
As crazy as all that sounds, somehow Paimon still believes you.
My humble abilities are negligible compared to your incredible feats. To think a human could wield the elements without a vision, and not to mention your incredibly complex scent, like that of some mysterious being.
Hey, stop evaluating us based on our smell! It's weird!
Could you perchance enlighten me as to how you managed to obtain your combined elemental abilities? Extraordinary. So then, might I be so bold as to inquire how exactly it is that you learned to channel elemental energy and even wield it in combat?
Aw, it's nothing really. Paimon just told her whatever came to mind. It's been a long journey, and many things have happened along the way. Somehow, she just naturally learned to use the elements through it all. Honestly, even Paimon doesn't understand how it all works.
Perhaps such unfathomable things are the essence of the gods and the visions they grant. However, I still wish to have the honor of seeing how you wield the elements. Perhaps it may yet
Do you think
reveal
he might
something
become
to me.
like a companion or something like that?
Of course, I too shall share with you all
I
that
don't
I've
know.
learned.
Maybe
That will make
maybe
it a
not.
fair exchange.
Like maybe later. Like I don't
Maybe.
suspect that right now, but
Now
like,
then, let's test your skills, shall we?
Ah, so I have to use my elemental abilities.
yeah.
This map will be frozen in time. Cool it. Dodge this. Mighty mythical beast. So, alley-oop.
Your skills in battle are truly beyond reproach. Even with your opponent's speed, he shouldn't be able to overwhelm you. Your opponent is skilled at controlling his breathing and maintaining balance, which enables him to execute moves that many would find impossible. He relies entirely on the element of surprise to defeat his opponents. In other words, as long as you remain mindful of his ability to detect weak points, then his attacks should pose no threat to you. Please, save your thanks. If anything, I should be thanking you for the opportunity to witness your command of the elements that defies all known principles. The world is a truly mysterious place, it seems, and one will always encounter that which is still unknown.
You seem kind of obsessed with visions, but don't you already have your own? Why are you so intent on exploring the connection between visions and the elements?
I desire to know what meaning visions have to the gods, and what influences the gods' decision to grant humans these visions. My apologies. You must be completely in the dark regarding such matters. For allowing me the honor of witnessing your mystical ways, I am willing to answer any questions you may have regarding Inazuma. So that's what you're curious about? Then allow me to tell you more. As you well know, a vision hunt decree is currently underway in Inazuma. Visions are a gift bestowed by the divine. People that have accepted this gift are now having their visions confiscated inexplicably, sometimes in circumstances that leave their original recipients dead. In the outset, supposing each of the 7 Archons had their criteria for granting visions to living beings, then does the current Electro Archon now doubt these criteria, or even the act in and of itself? Not to mention, with no new Electrovisions having been granted for such a long time, it would seem that we can infer something of the Raiden Shogun's feelings on the matter.
She sounds less like an Archon and more like a tyrant.
Yeah.
As far as I know, she is an Archon that pursues eternity. She will relentlessly carry out her will with no regard to what others may think or feel. Liyue's contracts are meant to benefit all who reside within Liyue. But what does Inazuma's pursuit of eternity bring to its people? It goes without saying that the people locked within Inazuma do not fare well these days.
Sounds a lot like something the god you encountered in the beginning would do.
Oh? Have you encountered the Electro Archon before? With time, we will change. But the Shogun will remain the same. If you wish to find her, she will forever be there. There will come a day when I too shall wish to understand the answers to eternity from her. Ah, the time for your match is approaching.
Oh, right! We got so distracted talking about Inazuma that Paimon forgot all about the tournament!
If you have no other matters to attend to, then we can return together. Very well. Let's go. I wish to see who will obtain the vision.
Why isn't he here yet? Never mind. We can start by making your entrance first. Everyone, listen up! Your attention, please! We've reached the climax of the Crux Clash! This is the final match! We've seen many exciting battles today, and now, at long last, the two finalists have emerged. Now, I'd like to introduce our first combatant. Though few have seen her, her reputation knows no bounds. She strikes fear into the heart of Osile, and the mere mention of her name causes even Fatui Harbingers to turn pale in the face. Introducing Liyue's traveling hero!
Wow!
She looks so happy.
Yes.
I've been waiting for this moment.
I'm sure everyone witnessed her thrilling match in the semifinals. But today's final round will surely take things up a notch. As for our other combatant, he still hasn't arrived. Oh, come on, what could be taking him so long? You can't just forfeit for not showing up like in previous rounds. This is the finals. Apologies, everyone just sit tight. We've got no other choice. If he doesn't show up, we'll just have to postpone the match.
Wait a moment. Something doesn't seem right about this. Captain Beto, perhaps we should check on the prize. Traveler, come with us.
Maybe the guy just took the prize.
Yeah, that's might be.
Let me see. It's gone all right. The
Yeah.
vision is missing.
And now we have to find the guy and the
Did
vision.
somebody steal it? Who would dare do such a thing in broad daylight?
We don't know when it was taken exactly. I never thought that someone here would have the guts to cross Captain Beto.
No need to worry. Even the craftiest sleight of hand does not escape nature's watchful gaze. The culprit has only acted recently. They will not have gotten far. The vision was the prize that I had offered, and it was my responsibility to look after it. I will be certain to get it back.
Well, if you insist, I'll leave the matter to you then. I'll stay here and try to offer some explanation to all the spectators that came to see the match.
If you would, please come with me.
But we're on an island. Where could he have possibly run to?
Come with me. I can sense the winds are coming.
Huh? A wind current?
The winds have come at an opportune moment. Let's seize this chance. Ride the winds upward. From there, we can continue our search for clues.
Now
There.
we have to follow those. Yeah.
By the way, what made you suddenly think of checking the price in the first
Right.
place?
I heard it the moment it was stolen.
Wait.
Well, then why didn't you stop him?
You'll see shortly.
Well, it's supposed to be fast, so.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Freeze! Oh, so sorry. Cool it! Can't run from death.
Down. Fast. Well, there probably will be more. More fighting.
The winds are guiding us forward. The culprit is on the opposite shore now.
You can hear that too?
Yeah.
What does it sound like?
fast. You
hubris.
only have around 20 seconds.
Yeah.
Follow me. There may be an ambush waiting for us up ahead, but I trust that you are well prepared for such a scenario.
10 seconds.
Man!
Okay.
Oh, man. That was like the last super last second.
Treasure hoarders, just as I expected. In which case, please stand back.
Many happy returns.
Why are the slimes even coming for us?
The wrong test subject.
Okay, they went away.
Stay up.
You caught up with me? How is that possible? I had even prepared a boat to ensure a quick getaway, and still you caught up to me.
No boat could ever match the speed of the wind.
The wind? What are you talking about? Oh, I get it. Your vision. Drat! If I only had a vision. Or if I could activate this one, then you'd never be able to catch me.
This has nothing to do with visions. You may be skilled at vanishing from a crowd, but it seems you know precious little about how to conceal yourself from nature's gaze. Additionally, your chosen escape route was flawed for reasons that are too numerous to go into. And on top of that, I could hear your boasting and proud laughter in the wind as I was pursuing you. In other words, you failed to meet any of the basic criteria for a grand heist. Namely speed, stealth, and style.
Yes.
You...
But most disappointing of all is the state of the vision in your hand. It appears that the vision doesn't respond to human desire indiscriminately.
Fine. I admit it. I've had my eyes on this vision for quite some time now. I decided to register after hearing that this fighting contest was full of a bunch of lousy fighters. I fought my way to the finals and...
Aha! So you were supposed to be our opponent.
I'd intended to win the contest through skill alone all along. But then you showed up. After watching the semifinals, I knew that I didn't stand a chance. But I wasn't about to give up on the vision so easily after coming all this way. Since there was no use in trying to face you in the match, I decided to put my skills to good use while everyone's attention was on you and Beto. I was convinced I prepared thoroughly for my escape, but somehow you still managed to catch up to me. After all I went through to get it? I think not. I know an empty threat when I hear one. Fine. But you'd better mean it. It didn't activate once I took it anyway. It's nothing but a useless shell to me.
You know, according to the laws of the sea, the penalty for stealing is breaking the culprit's arms.
Huh? You're not serious, are you?
Not to mention that the item you stole was a prize. You didn't show up for the final match, and you damaged the reputation of the captain of the Crux fleet. It seems that it would be only fair to brand the word thief on your forehead with a hot iron.
Oh no.
Whoa, we don't need to go that far, do we?
I never would have guessed you could be so cruel. If this is where talking gets me, then forget it. I'll risk a fight. No! Do what you want, but please, don't brand my forehead, please!
He has persevered to the bitter end, and now death looms near. Yet still the gods do not bestow their favor upon him. Put down the vision and leave. I've changed my mind. No further punishment for you.
Huh?
What's wrong? Are you asking for more punishment? It's up to you. Such willingness is commendable, and fits the way of the samurai.
No need for that. Thank you for releasing me. You truly are generous.
Huh? Paimon doesn't get it. Were you just trying to scare him?
I take no pleasure in frightening others. I was just testing all possibilities while the vision remained in his hands. When people are forced into a corner, that is when their greatest strength will appear. I thought it may be an opportunity for him to awaken the vision, but unfortunately, nothing happened. Yes, I wanted to know whether it were possible for an extinguished vision to be reawakened. From the moment he stole the vision, I decided to use him for this experiment. I've tried many other methods in the past, though few tales tell of a masterless vision reawakening. After seeing you command multiple elements, I figured that nothing is impossible. Come, why don't you give it a try? Let's see if you can give me the answer I'm hoping for.
The vision didn't seem to respond at all.
I see. So you are also unable to rekindle the vision. No matter. This was expected. I suppose this vision is still mine to take for now.
Yeah, what's the story behind this vision anyway?
The story begins with an old friend. He was once a good friend of mine.
Ah, I love again
One
the
day he
visuals.
asked me about a sword
Yeah, they're
art
very
of which he
pretty.
had heard, the
Very
Musono
pretty.
Hitotachi. I told him it can only be witnessed when divine punishment is administered. It is the pinnacle of the Raiden Shogun's skill, a symbol of ultimate power. But he replied, there must be one who can withstand it. There will always be those who dare to brave the lightning's glow. Then, the Vision Hunt decree arrived. People's aspirations were stripped away as the Raiden Shogun began to construct her ideal of eternity. While I was fleeing from place to place, I heard that my friend had challenged the Vision Hunters to a duel before the throne. A solemn yet brutal challenge. The defeated face divine punishment, while the victors gain a second chance. Perhaps he thought he of all people should make a stand. Coming face to face with the Musono Hitotachi was all that he truly desired, after all. When I arrived at Tenshukaku, the duel was over. I heard his sentence of divine punishment, his severed blade hitting the ground. Perhaps that was the glory he had yearned to witness. In his last moments, what expression was on his face? Before I knew it, I had stepped forward and snatched the dying vision and was running from the scene. All I knew was that I mustn't let his hope, which burned so brightly, become buried among the ice-cold statue of a god. Perhaps one day, I may come to find that all I have done is meaningless. But as a wandering samurai, I find meaning in traveling and the sprawling beauty of nature that lies along the way, while still retaining the warrior way in my heart.
Kazuha!
It's just another way of saying I do as I please. All right then, it's time we returned. Allow me to gather the wind for us once more.
Wondering why did you not choose the option if you need to talk more?
Yeah.
Okay.
Huh? Did Beta leave already? Maybe she went back to her ship.
If you're looking for the captain, she was summoned by Lady Ningguang. It seems that the Crux clash got out of hand this time and has attracted her attention. Captain Beto was muttering something about Ningguang being a stick in the mud as she headed off to Liyue Harbor.
It's not unusual for those two to be at odds with one another.
But still, Captain Beto was disappointed she didn't get to witness the crowning of the new champion. She had been looking forward to it for quite some time.
The one who stole the vision was originally to be this hero's opponent in the final round. He knew he stood no chance of winning the match, thus the wicked idea of stealing the prize took hold in his mind. In which case, the Crux clash comes to a clear-cut conclusion.
Huh? So that's what happened? If that's the case, then the rules stipulate that he is disqualified, and our hero here is the champion.
Even thought we'd win and all, but not like this.
It doesn't matter. As the saying goes, honor given is honor deserved. Now, let me go prepare the champion's medal to award you.
Yes, I believe so. Though Captain Beto is no longer present here, I'll be sure she receives word of it. She is a woman of her word, but the voyage to Inazuma is a treacherous one. You will be plagued by a perpetual tempest the entire trip. In fact, the relentless rain and wind are also an embodiment of the Raiden Shogun's will to close the nation.
Hold on a second. You're saying she can change the weather just with the power of her mind?
Let us not forget that this is one of the 7 Archons. If Liyue's Morax could form Guyun's stone forest by casting down his stone spears, then it should come as no great surprise that the Raiden Shogun is capable of summoning an eternal tempest. Suffice it to say that if you wish to journey to Inazuma, the Alcor will need some time. You will be notified once all the preparations have been made. In the meantime,
So
I
we can't
intend
go
to
right
embark
away,
on a journey of my
basically.
own.
Well, we will see.
I will travel all across the vast lands of Liyue in the hope of finding a way to reawaken the vision.
Paimon believes you'll find a way for sure.
Thank you. May both our journeys prove meaningful. One final word of warning. The part of your journey that lies after the storm may well prove to be the most arduous.
Okay, so they're kind of warning us that we need to make sure to level up, I think.
Well, yeah, but I mean, I am leveled up.
Alright.
Let's go, let's go. I want to go to the islands already. Ah, and I got the medal as a
That's nice.
reward.
One ticket, please.
Ad Astra Abyssosk. What can I do for you, traveler? Ah, yes. I've heard that you've already made arrangements with the captain of the Crux fleet regarding your passage to Inazuma. Is that correct? Now that I think about it, it's been quite some time since I last visited those lands. Unfortunately, I don't have any current intel that would be worth sharing with you.
There you are. You're the traveler that Beto will be taking to Inazuma, right? The fleet is nearly completed reprovisioning. Once the crews have taken a head count, we can get underway. Captain Beto sent me to come get you. We'll weigh anchor as soon as you're aboard.
Seems Beto is the captain of her word.
Of course! There are many things that the captain insists upon. I'm sure you'll see for yourself once you're on board.
So you'll be heading off then? I suppose congratulations are in order. Whether the journey before you leads to the heights of the heavens or the depths of the abyss, each step you take is another achievement.
Thank you very much.
Until we meet again, Ad Astra Abyssosk.
Oh, it's kind of hard to say goodbye now. We practically see each other every day.
Well, if that's how you feel, why not come and find me when you arrive? I'll be awaiting you on Narukami Island.
So she's
So
still
there's
there.
another Catherine in Inazuma?
Yeah, because Catherine is everywhere.
Yeah,
She's
yeah.
in Mondstadt, she's in Liyue, she's in all the cities.
Well, I
Reminds
guess
me
it's
of
time for
how
you to bid
Pokemon
farewell to
every
Liyue
hospital
Harbor.
had the
Now that I've
nurse,
delivered my
whatever,
message,
and
Ah.
every
heading
town
back.
had
The
their police
ship is
officer,
currently
and
anchored
they were
off of
all
Guyun Stone Forest.
cousins or whatever.
Okay.
So I guess it's supposed to be reference to that.
Can
Just following orders. I'll see you two aboard the Alcor.
would be so great if I don't have to
Yeah.
do it like that. I'm going to the wrong way. I'm just so curious because as said that's the only place which I couldn't unlock yet because only this Archon quest goes there. You cannot go there otherwise.
Alright.
Let's see if we can do something about this or we just...
Yeah.
Please.
Move.
Move! Well, whatever. We just talk our way until then.
Yeah.
freeze and talk.
Freeze and talk. Freeze and talk.
Dodge this.
Would be fun to find out what's the way to move that thing.
Freeze.
Yeah, it would
probably
be.
will be something very simple which couldn't figure out.
Yeah, probably. It looks the same as the one which went up to that temple.
Dodge this.
But I mean, for that we had to talk to a person. I don't know how to move these, but I saw multiple ones of these already.
Yeah, so there must be a way.
Cool it.
I just didn't see any, how to say, mechanics nearby.
Dodge this.
But as said, at least we have Kaeya to freeze his way.
Freeze.
I'm thinking at some point I have to also level up Xianyun. She is level 68, I think 68 now. She can go to 70. And well, I have to ascend some people. It's just, as said, it's very hard to gather all those materials, do all those fights and whatever.
So it's not just grinding them, but you also have to go in a specific, like a dungeon or a boss, and then
No, the boss, as said, is the easier part because I just redo that boss many times, but sometimes I have to defeat some things, and I have to go all over the map too.
Yeah, you have to look around, that's the tedious part.
Yes, and also I have to gather materials and so on, so it's like quite takes time.
I also sometimes, in games, I'm not really one of those persons who likes to, look around for resources, because that feels too much like being in a job. If I come back home from a job and then I just want a game, I don't want to be doing another job.
Well, yeah.
Finally made. All these years, come rain or storm, the Crux fleet has never suffered a delay. If it were anyone else, I might have set sail already. Don't look too serious, I'm only joking. You're just on time. The crew have just finished making final preparations. Well, now that everyone's here, we set sail for the land engulfed by storm and tempest. The nation of eternity.
Let's go. Nice.
Big ship. That is one big ship, I have to say.
Yes. We don't get to know the... So there was a thunderstorm, but we skipped the part of a thunderstorm. Too bad. It would be interesting to have something like a fight or some kind of scene during the thunderstorm on the ship.
Well,
I think that would have been a good addition.
Well, we skipped it,
Well, we arrived, basically.
Ahoy there. So, you finally made it. You sure kept me waiting, Captain. And it appears we have a couple of stowaways. Or perhaps I should say, honored guests.
Shush!
You can blame your almighty Shogun. The tempests around Inazuma have been growing all the more fierce lately. Though the fleet was fully up to the challenge, the inclement weather still caused some delay. Now then, let me introduce everyone. This is Toma, a trade partner that I've gotten to know recently.
You don't know how long I've been waiting to see you.
Toma, these two are...
Oh, no need for introductions. Their reputation precedes them. Seems even the stormy seas can't keep rumors of these Outlanders' sterling deeds at bay.
Oh, it's sure nice to hear you say that.
With any luck, it'll give you a head start here. Toma's resided on Rito for quite some time now. It wouldn't be going too far to say he's the fixer around these parts. If you run into any problems here, just talk to Toma. But if he tries to pull any moves on you, I'll be sure to deal with him personally the next time I'm around.
Yeah, but you don't want him to put
No
any
need to
moves on
worry.
you. Exactly, right, right.
Good. Then if it's all settled, I'll be going. I wouldn't want to be caught with my sails down here. I do have a wanted fugitive on board after all.
Oh, right. Kazuha.
Until next time, traveler. Remember to give it your all, no matter what perilous storms you may encounter.
Fair seas, Captain Beto. Bye-bye.
Now then, first things first. We need to go get you registered at the border checkpoint.
Bureaucracy.
Paimon thought we were supposed to be keeping things on the down low. Are we just gonna walk into the government's hands?
Don't underestimate the reaches of the Sakoku Decree. You wouldn't be able to avoid inspection even if you tried. So we have to play by the rules, even if we're kind of bending them.
Well, let's get us registered.
Get the paperwork.
What's the hurry?
Hello? Please state your name, identity, and the purpose of your visit. Oh, except you, Toma. You must be new here. Excuse me? Please provide the information requested and also declare any goods you are carrying with you.
Mine brought her.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, I'm sorry. We cannot approve entry for purely personal reasons. So, unless you have a valid reason for visiting in accordance with the rules... My apologies, but I'll have to ask you to...
Here are their entry papers, for your kind perusal.
What? Ugh, take your time. No rush or anything.
I just wanted to see what you'd say. Sorry about that.
I see. Okay. Your papers are all in order. Welcome to Rito.
So, where do we go next?
The Outlander Affairs Agency. They only check entry permits here. If you want to remain on Rito, there's a process you have to go
Oh,
through
man.
with them.
Sheesh.
Again, as said, this is the kind of stuff which I don't want to really see in video games, although I'm
Well,
it's supposed to be
let's
like
not
funny
forget that
in
to
a way,
everyday
you know,
folk in Inazuma,
removing the
people
plot.
from everywhere else are
Well,
referred
yeah,
to as
I mean-
outsiders. As the word suggests, Outlanders aren't very welcome in Inazuma with the Sakoku Decree in force. Not even on Rito, where they've established an outsider settlement. I like how you think. I've got a feeling we're going to get along very well. Now,
Yes.
let's head over to the
So
Outlander
is-
Affairs Agency. Most of the current rules were put in place by the administration of Rito, the Kanjo Commission.
A Kanjo Commission?
Yes, one branch of the Tri-Commission of Inazuma,
Wait, I
responsible for
unlock
growing and managing the nation's
Yeah.
wealth.
Good idea to unlock.
You
That's
really
trouble.
haven't heard of it before?
Okay, we still register, and I think after that we end the episode.
Alright.
Because we finally arrived.
Yay!
But first, let's register.
You've completed the entry procedures, yes? And now you want to apply for residency, both of you?
Yes, please.
Okay, the processing fee will be 2 million mora.
2 million!
2 million? For a processing fee? Are you serious?
That's right. 1 million per applicant, which makes 2 million total. Don't worry, you can trust my math.
Paimon wasn't so much questioning your math as...
Ma'am, these two here are good friends of mine. I think you'll find I'm one face you recognize.
Ah, Mr. Toma, it's you. By way of courtesy, allow me to reduce it to 400,000 mora total.
Thank you ever so much, Miss Eureka. But as this is just a processing fee, I think 600 mora should cover it if I'm paying on their behalf. I'll treat you to dinner too. How does that sound?
That's not how you haggle! By all means, bargain the price down, but...
All right then, as you wish, Mr. Toma. I will make a record.
Much obliged.
I see he's a bit of a charmer, isn't he?
She went from 2 million down to 600? There's something seriously wrong with people's sense of finance around here.
Yeah, it's more one of the moron.
It's not as mind-boggling as you think. A processing fee is just a figure of speech. The way some here at the agency see it, the fees are easy money, so it becomes a question of how much they can make. So when the day comes that some poor merchant from overseas with more money than sense gets stuck here and needs to apply for residency...
Then they'll milk them for all they're worth.
Exactly. It's at times like this that having a local friend really comes in handy. Yes, but when you're an outlander in Inazuma, far from home in this close nation era, there's very little that can be done about it.
I don't like this.
The most that overseas merchants can do to look after themselves is stick together. That's how the International Trade Association came about.
So it's a trade association built by and for Outlanders?
Yep. And as well as advancing commercial interests, the association provides help, support, and structure for Outlanders trying to survive on retail. Essentially, it's an association devoted to both commercial excellence and survival skills.
Sounds like just staying alive is an achievement when you're an Outlander in Inazuma.
I see. So this is the real purpose of your trip. Yes, given that you are Outlanders, it's certainly a lofty aspiration. After all, the Raiden Shogun is the most exalted and revered one in all of Inazuma. She is a deity who reigns on high, while all other life gazes up in awe. Huh. I was going to say nothing is set in stone when it comes to who you will encounter in this world. Who's to say you won't happen to run into the Raiden Shogun one day after lunch?
Uh-huh. And is that likely?
Okay, I'll give it to you straight. I know of a way to introduce you to the Raiden Shogun.
Really? Wow! The Rito Fixer's better connected than we thought.
I mean, it will take all the resources I have at my disposal, but it can be done. However, before we get there, connections come at a high price. You understand?
Not you too.
No. In this instance, when I say price, I'm not talking about more. In fact, there's no real cost as such. It's just that if this is something you really want, you'll have to agree to help other people solve some of their problems first. I like to do things in a way that keeps everybody happy. It's my own personal rule for dealing with situations like this.
So we have to do a favor for
Sounds
him.
very reasonable to Paimon. You're the man in the middle, so you have to trade favors to keep everyone indebted to you.
Why do I get the feeling you're making me out to be some sort of crook? Never mind. Here's the situation. As I touched upon earlier, the members of the International Trade Association are constantly struggling to survive. Recently, things seem to have gotten more difficult than ever for them, so just go and check things out. See if there's any way you can help. The head of the association is called Carisio, and he's a good friend of mine. Go talk to him. I'll wait for you here.
Okay, sounds reasonable.
Okay. One thing I saw on the screen behind him, there was the main statue of 7 there. Let's unlock that so we can unlock this island, and then we end the episode.
Yeah.
Wait, where is it again? Ah, there.
Okay.
Nice. There will be will be more there.
Yeah. So these are like the main islands or whatever.
Yeah. Okay. Then that's it for this week's episode, and next week we will discover more.
Okay.
See you soon.
Bye.
Bye bye.